Woo. Rushed morning today. Wow. Let me not get into why, but I had to finish, as I proceed to get into why, but let me not get into why. I had to finish the video that I was going to make for work, and it took a lot longer than expected. We talked about it last night. And so I'm a little bit late for work now. I didn't ask for permission if I could work a little bit longer from home, but it should be okay. And I finished the video, I sent it off. I was waiting for a response back, but I didn't hear anything, so I'm just gonna assume that it's fine. And I guess this is what they're gonna have to use, because now I'm on my way to work. Now I can't edit the video anymore, because that has to be done from my computer at home. And I swear, if there's still an issue with that video, it's just not meant to be, you know, something else was meant to be. They wanted it for today for a specific reason. I don't know if I should get into that, but like I said, at least now it's done for the third time. Third time that it's done, and I just want it to be over. I put so much work into that video too. Like, you don't see the extent of editing that I do, because for these vlogs, I just throw everything together really quickly. But when I actually put my mind to it, the editing will pop off. The editing will actually be pretty good. So I really tried in that video, and I have all of these different elements like moving and swirling around the whole video. So it's no small thing, honestly. And so, yes, I'm a little bit late to work for that reason. But today we'll also have the staff party and my Christmas lunch with my team. So I think that'll be great. Oh yeah, and I haven't done up my tie yet. I should do that at the next stoplight. But is this the same thing that I wore yesterday? No, I think I wore a different tie yesterday. But I wore this shirt because oh, never mind. Is that kind of basic of me?
Okay.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Yeah, trying to make this ball of paper. Actually, it looks a lot better from the camera. It does not look that nice in real life. It looks really awful in real life. Oh, a loofah?
Yeah.
What do you call that in French?
Fleur de douche.
Fleur de douche?
That's what I call it, a flower.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a flower instrument, which is fair. A loofah. It sounds...
Yeah, some people call it a loofah. I call it a loofah, but that's like a debate. Loofah or loofah?
That's not bad.
Oh! don't mention it. I'm trying to fluff it up, but it's like really stuck. Yeah, I was scared of ripping it, which is why I was going very gentle until I ripped it. Ta-da! Did I do it?
No. Yes, you did. On this, it's not that bad. Just fluff it a little bit on this side.
It doesn't want to. Do you want to try? I'm going to start on my next one, because clearly I'm a pro at this. If you don't succeed the first time, try again, right?
Oh, please.
Oh! Don't worry about it. Okay, so you pull this tab out. Is it good?
No. It's okay. It's a symmetrical.
Hey, sometimes art needs to be contemporary and experimental.
Look at that. You can. That's all you love.
Okay, and then you tie it. Tie it up. Tie it up. I'm gonna do a little pretty bow this time, instead of a double knot. Okay, and then you open up one side. Let's see if I remember even how to do this. The lights inside the balloons. Didn't you say those were really expensive too? I don't know if you caught what I was doing just there, but I was unwrapping and setting up a bunch of little snowflake decorations for the Christmas party at work, and it's creating a lot of waste. It's so ironic because the whole like paper flower thing that I was making, that was like, oh, you know, eco-friendly, and you can recycle it afterwards, whatever it is, right? And then we get these snowflakes. They're like plastic, individually wrapped in plastic, and every bundle is also wrapped in another layer of plastic. So I think it just completely cancels out. And I'm willing to bet those snowflakes will never see the light of day ever again. It is a one-time use. I'm willing to bet my life on that. Actually, that's too high stakes. I'm never betting my life on anything. I'm willing to bet 100,000. No, I take that back too. $1,000. Take it or leave it. And I'm just heading home now to go and pick up Nessa so that we can go to the holiday party together. And I might change into something else, something maybe a little bit more comfortable. I don't really love wearing dress shirts and ties. Could be worse though. Could be worse. I don't know, how could it be worse? I could be wearing a straight jacket for work. That wouldn't be a good job. But anyways, I had a nice little lunch on the company. Pretty nice. And, you know, had some soft shell tacos. My favorite one was the mushroom taco. I think that was the one, like, in the middle to the left, because there were 6. So, like, in the middle to the left, that was the mushroom taco. That one was so good. It was really spicy. It was really salty. I loved it. It was, like, saucy, too. Everything you would want, it was in that taco. So, I'm just saying, if ever you go to Blanco's, I think it was called, get the mushroom taco. That's the one I recommend. I got there's between the 3 that I got, it was mushroom, beef, and pork. The beef and pork were fine. The pork, I was like, is this pork? It looks like chicken. It looks so, like, pale. And then again, a few vlogs ago, I cooked chicken, and I mistook it for, you know what I'm saying. I cooked pork, and I mistook it for chicken. So, it wouldn't surprise me that I'm mistaking the pork for chicken yet again today. So, I also had a margarita. This was hours ago, don't worry about it. I also had a margarita, and yeah, it was fine. I don't know. I could definitely taste the alcohol. Maybe I don't include this part though. It was a strawberry margarita. So, yeah. Beyond that, apparently there's going to be a photo booth at the party at work. And man, I think I look rough today. So I'm going to need to do something about that. Go home, freshen up just a little bit. I would love to, like, shampoo my hair in the whole 9 yards, but I'm not going to have time for that. You know what? We choose our battles in life. And today, this is not my battle to pick. So, it's all good though. Honestly, it's just going to be for low-key memories. Besides, I'm publicizing and announcing my whole life on the internet right now, so it's not like I'm keeping my slightly greasy hair a secret from anyone. So, I'll see you probably in the car with Nessa when we're back. We'll see. See you next time. See you whenever I see you next. Staff party time!
Staff party time! Yes, we work at the same work location. So we get to go to staff parties together. It's so awesome.
Even if we didn't work at the same place, don't we have a +1?
So we'd be each other's +1?
Yeah.
Aww.
Well, you would be my +1.
That's sweet. You'd be my +1 too then.
Aww.
But yeah, today I worked as a sub at a school in junior high. And I feel like there are funny stories to tell about them. But I'm like, which ones? They went out of the classroom and, like, just told me they were going to their locker or something, and then they came back with popcorn, like popcorn that had just been popped in the microwave, like baggies. I'm like, okay then, how'd you get, like, I'm just like wondering to myself, how did they get popcorn? Anyways, they start eating the popcorn, and this one, like, really big guy, like big guy, he's literally eating his popcorn like this. He's throwing his hand in, like throwing it in, boom, and like crunching it. So there's, his whole hand is greased, right? It's greasy and salty. And he goes like this, he grabs a thing, he goes, do you want some of them? I was like, I'm okay. I'm really okay. Anyways, that's
Should have taken it and licked his fingers afterwards.
Yeah. Obviously, after that, when he's done eating, he's like, can I please go wash my hands? I'm like, yeah, go wash your hands. But guess what he does? I'm literally watching him, and the same hand that he was eating from is the hand he puts on the door handle to go out the classroom and go to the bathroom. So he literally greases up the door handle before going to wash his hands.
Next Monday, we're expecting a new employee. Again, that'll be part of my team, or ish, part of my team-ish.
Cool.
And I won't get to meet him because we'll be gone.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so I told one of my superior's kids who goes there.
Superior.
My superior. I told her kid, yeah, like, next week I'm gonna look completely different. And he was like, what do you mean? My coworker was saying, bleep. My coworker was saying how we're expecting someone new next week, and I was like, yeah, and I'm gonna look completely different, like, and my coworker, bleep. Anyways, my coworker, was like, what do you mean? And I was like, you've never seen me and this new guy in the same room at the same time, and I don't think it's a coincidence that the day I'm not there is the day that he's going to be there. Yeah. So I was telling the kid that, and he was like, what? And you know, kids are gullible, they'll believe whatever you say, right? So I just left him with that bit of information, and I hope that left that thought around in his head to like stir around until next week when he sees that I'm not there and the new guy is there. He's gonna be like, oh my god, his prophecy came true. He's not here, or is he? So, but my coworker was throwing a wrench in all of my plans here because she kept being like, "No, you're just leaving. You're just going on vacation."
Oh, did you tell the kid that?
Yes, that would have been magical for this kid to be like, "Wow, he just shapeshifted."
Would have been magical
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, so
I'm thirsty.
good thing there'll be water fountains.
What?
Wow.
What and snacks? Ooh, driving behind a Rover. Pull up in a Rover. Check out these cutesy little earrings. They're blue. They match my blueness.
Okay. We'll continue once we're there. Or will we?
Or will we?
This year, okay, welcome back. We're not at the party yet, but this year I decided not to do Secret Santa because every single year I've done Secret Santa, I've been disappointed.
Oh,
which
yeah?
leads into
Leads into when I did Secret Santa at my place of work a handful of years back. I was really tired because work was tiring, and when I filled out the questionnaire of like the Secret Santa questions of like things you might like, I filled it in really fast and I didn't really think before handing it in. I just filled it in. I was tired, whatever. One of the questions was, "What is your guilty pleasure?" I said prosciutto because genuinely it was my guilty pleasure. I would eat a lot of prosciutto if I was like having a craving for it. I would eat like a whole pack of prosciutto in one sitting. It was my guilty pleasure. But also I just answered so honestly that I didn't piece it through in my mind. Like if someone gets my Secret Santa, they might actually buy me actual prosciutto and that will be in my gift. And so you can put your arm up.
wrap it up here.
Put your arm up. So another one of my question was, what do you collect? And I wrote rocks, but I really just meant like those cute little colorful gemstones, but I wrote rocks because that's just what came to mind when I wrote it. For the actual Secret Santa, literally the person who got me prosciutto, but not just prosciutto in a pack, not just prosciutto that you grab from Costco and you're done. He went to the deli and he got it sliced, freshly sliced prosciutto in a baggie. I was so embarrassed. I was so embarrassed. Additional to that, when he read rocks for my collectible, he thought I meant landscaping rocks. And got me actual rocks that you put in your garden, like rocks, just like gray rocks, just gray landscaping rocks from HomeSense. And I was so embarrassed. Like, this guy thinks I collect these big gray rocks. Like, he probably thinks I'm crazy collecting rocks, eating deli prosciutto. And I was like, I meant colorful, cute gemstones, the ones you get from like Banff or Canmore that are sentimental and cutesy, and that's what I meant. But I got landscaping rocks and freshly sliced prosciutto. This was my Secret Santa gift.
Do you care to mention who was your Secret Santa?
My Secret Santa was my principal. And when, I kid you not, when I handed the questionnaire in and it slipped out of my hands into the hands of the questionnaire gatherer, my life flashed before my eyes, and I was like,
What's the worst possible scenario?
I was like, maybe my principal's gonna get my questionnaire. Or maybe I thought of another teacher that I'm like, I wouldn't want this teacher to get my questionnaire. So the worst situation would have been my principal. Second worst was this other teacher. And I'm like, chances are on my side. I'm gonna get some kind of like kind, sweet, non-judgmental little darling of a teacher. I got my principal.
Yep.
My principal. He got me freshly sliced deli meat.
I think we still have those landscaping rocks to this day.
He got me landscaping rocks. And I kid you not, this whole story became something else. I was telling everyone and everyone was laughing at my expense. And like I said, when that questionnaire slipped out of my hand, I was like, it flashed. I was like, did I really just write this? Did I really just write prosciutto? Did I write it correctly? Like, does the U or does the I come first? We don't know. Did I write prosciutto? Did I spell it correctly? That's my second question.
Well, we're at the party now, so let's head in and let's have some fun.
All right,
and
have some
put
fun.
this whole prosciutto landscaping rock thing behind us.
I mean, it's still cringe, but it's also funny, so
Oh, yeah.
it's worth
Oh, yeah.
it. Anyways, we're gonna go.
Yes. Cranberry. Nessa, show me your. Show me your.
Oh.
There we go.
Trying to be honest.
Okay.
But we just won the staff party. There you are.
It's still messy.
Your hair is herring.
I'd like to thank my sister and myself.
And Jesus.
for Colonel Tuck.
And Santa Claus.
And foods that I like.
And chicken pot pie.
We thank you. And your dad. Out of context, that sounds really weird. But yeah, we did our choreography since Ness and I are always dancing together, so we know how to bring a party when we need one.
Except I missed up my shoulder moves and it's killing me. It's literally
You're
killing me.
fine. I was dancing the whole thing like this. The
Oh,
entire
really?
thing. Yeah, because my hair was falling out, so
Oh.
you're fine. I was dancing like that. So then I wanted to say
Did someone
else.
record the dance on your phone?
And then this gets to stay in my office because all of the staff were so gracious and they decided we deserve to keep it.
We do deserve to keep it.
But yeah, it's a cute little trophy. It's weighted.
Weighted.
And I had something else to say, but now I forget it because you were talking about how you suck at dancing.
Boom, boom, boom. You lost yourself in the music the moment you wrote it. You better never let it go. Okay, bye.
Bye. I was going to do a little review of the crumble cookies because I had two. One of them was the cookies and cream, and the other one was the cinnamon toast crunch-ish. I don't know what the generic name is of cinnamon toast crunch. Put it in the comments. And cookies and cream was pretty good. Cinnamon toast crunch was kind of mid. I'm not the biggest fan of crumble cookie, but when it's free, it tastes a whole lot better. Yeah. And what else did we have at the party? The sushi was good. I love sushi. I was excited to see the sushi. I would have had more if it weren't for the fact that there was also a million other things on the table. There was fruit. I love fruit. There was popcorn, meats, sliced meats. Speaking of which, we still have our steak in the fridge. But I'm pretty full. How about you?
Oh yeah, I'm full.
Yeah. Tomorrow. And we have like 2 days to finish that whole steak. Think we can do it?
I don't know, 2 days?
Okay, 3. Think we can do it?
Yeah.
It is a lot of
We ate
steak.
like half of it yesterday.
Not half of it, but yeah, you're right. Maybe we had a little bit more
Although
than a third. Nessa says it was the best staff party ever, and I say it's because I was there. So, basically what I'm trying to say is you should invite me to all of your parties too. Everyone who's watching. Because I bring the life of the party. Just expect me to bring Nessa as my +1. Right, Nessa? Right. Okay.
That's moving out.
Yeah.
Line, and then I cleaned up the kitchen. And now he's gonna watch my show, Line of Duty. You know me. Tu devrais enlever ta chemise quand tu cuisines, Phil.
Yeah, je sais.
Parce que, surtout quand on cuisine, là, on se cache. Et
Oui.
là, ben, tu sais, c'est tes chemises de travail, tu devrais aller te mettre un t-shirt.
Oui, t'as raison.
All right, well, that's good. You're well looked after, Vanessa.
Yeah, except there's flour in it, so I'm not that well looked after, but...
Oh, there's real flour? I thought he put rice flour.
No. I wanted to put almond flour.
Yeah, I threw it out. There was the bottom of a bag, and it was expired, so I decided to throw it out.
Too bad.
But it's gonna be all right. What you cook and stuff. Work's going okay, Phil?
Yeah.
Had to
Are
build
we
a
missing
tower.
one?
Did our tower win the creativity?
Yeah, our tower won
our
the
tower
creativity
won,
because we were supposed to make towers with like spaghettis and marshmallows. And what we ended up doing, since our tower wasn't, working out very well, we ended up just grabbing a bunch of like wine glasses and stacking them on top of each other and putting some spaghetti on the top one. And then I grabbed a snowflake decoration and I held it above it. So it was the tallest tower because I was holding it and I'm a tall guy.
So we got the creativity points for that one. So, anyways.
That's cool.
And then it was the talent competition.
Oh, and then it was the talent competition where we decided to get up and dance together using one of our previous choreographies. So we just danced on the spot, and that awarded us 100 points.
So you represented your team in this talent contest.
Yeah,
Nice.
and
We nominated you guys as the team.
yeah, and everybody was like amazed by our dancing, even though we messed it up a lot, but no one really knew. Philip did his handstand, walking on his hands, and I did my cartwheels.
All right.
So it was pretty fun. It was fun because we had each other in a way, right? That's what made it extra fun.
How many steps did you take on his hands?
I took a lot of steps on my hands. I walked across half the gym
On your hands.
on my hands.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I did a back walkover afterwards.
Okay, at the end of that.
Yeah.
And then the music was playing.
Control. Your shoes on or barefoot?
With my shoes on.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Yeah, so I still got it. I can still do my handstand and walk across the whole gym. I only ended my handstand because I had to do my back walkover and I needed room for that.
Okay.
Were you cartwheeling, Nessa?
Yeah, I was cartwheeling.
Nessa was cartwheeling
slash
behind
laughing at the same time.
I've decided to freeze it before cooking it. I'm not going to eat any of my pie. But look at the underside. And yeah, so since we're leaving so soon, I'm not going to cook it yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to do like a cinnamon bun crust with it, which should be really good. And yeah, and then I guess I'll eat it when we get back because I don't think 3 days is going to be enough time for me alone to eat this whole thing. I hardly spend any time at home anymore, so I have no time to eat this basically. So, why am I using the back camera, you're asking? No.
Cut.
Okay. What are you eating?
Cabbage.
Do you think we'll be able to finish the whole thing?
I think the cabbage challenge might be impossible. That's actually possible. That's a lot of cabbage, let me tell you. That is a lot of cabbage.
Nice. And I found some extra apple cider laying around. So I'm gonna have some of that with some cream. So good. Because, are you recording? Because I got my apple cider and I wanted to show you a real nice pour. There's not a lot in here, but it's enough to satisfy me for the night. If you catch my drift. Let me bring it into the light. Wow, liquid gold. Look at that, amazing. With cream too, and it's so good.
The purple cabbage has a bite to it.
Yeah, it's kind of spicy, eh?
It's kind of spicy. It kind of stings your tongue after a while.
Look at my wrinkles.
Oh, come on. Those are expression lines.